Hey guys, it's Bookish Vegan here, or Natalia, and as you can probably tell by the title, I'm doing another weekly reading vlog. So I asked on Instagram in my Insta stories if you guys wanted to see week by week reading vlogs. So I'm gonna be filming every week and uploading every week a reading vlog, not like I have been doing for the past couple of months where I just film whatever week I feel like filming. And most of you guys said yes, except one person. So I said to myself, yes, we are going to do this. I kind of want to make my channel books and vlog because I love vlogging and I love watching vlogs so much there. I think my favorite videos to actually watch, I just love seeing people's lives and what they're reading. If it's a reading vlog or if it's just a normal vlog, just follow them around. So there will be probably mostly based in my room and in my house, but hopefully I will go out this summer because I really need to. I'm so pale because I've just been sitting at home revising all the time, and yeah, I just need to get back into shape and get back into a positive mindset because I am exhausted. I have no motivation to get up in the morning and I just feel like crap. I don't know. And if you guys didn't know, I cut my hair again. It's kind of like an angled bob now. I cut it on Friday and it's Monday. So yeah, and it's also just before 12 p.m, so nearly midday. I've done one round of revision and I need to do like one more at least, which I think I'm gonna do in like 3 hours because it is Monday and tomorrow I have an exam, but it's also a nice day, so I really want to relax. Just so tired. And also hopefully I'll do loads of reading this week because as I've said, tomorrow's my exam, so I'm gonna have like Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday just free to do anything I want. I'm so excited. Also, just one more also, last week I ended up completing 3 books. That is amazing. After my exam on Wednesday, I just went crazy on the books and I just stayed up so long just reading. All 3 books that I finished were on my TBR for this month, so I have 3 more to read, and I'll just show you the books that I'm planning on picking up this month. I added some more to my TBR, but yeah, let me just go grab them. So I actually have 4 now that I want to read. So I'll start off with the ones that are actually on my TBR that I included in my May TBR. So it's Witch Hunter by Virginia Boecker. I read like 1.5 chapters yesterday, but I was just not in a mood to read, so hopefully I'll continue with this. I think I mentioned I'm highlighting my favorite quotes because this is a reread and it's one of my favorite books, so hopefully I'll reread this and then Cup Kingslayer, which is the sequel. This is just a duology, so that's good. And then the other book, I haven't started it yet, but I added a bookmark inside, is Siege and Storm by Leigh Bardugo, the second book in the Grisha trilogy. I just really want to continue with this series because then I can read the 3rd book and final book in this trilogy, Ruin and Rising. Then I can pick up my rereads of Six of Crows and Crooked Kingdom, and then read The Language of Fawns because that's like full of myths and tales of the Grisha verse, and I'm so excited because I love this world so much. I just love magic, so give me magic and I'll love the story. And then I also decided to go back to Audible because even though I love borrowing audiobooks from the library, my library doesn't have many of the, actually it doesn't have any of the books that I have on my current TBR, and it does have books that interest me, but not to the extent that the books on my TBR interest me. So I got Audible back and I decided to pick up Shadow of Self by Brandon Sanderson. This is the 5th book in the Mistborn series. This is just a novel following Wax and Wayne and yeah, the world after the events of the Hero of Ages, which is the finale to the first trilogy, first 3 books, if you know what I mean. And it's a floppy paperback. I did think I would read this physically, but I really like the narrator, and even though this book has some interesting little things, like look at this, it has like newspaper clippings and stuff like that, I just really want to pick this up because I don't know why it's taking me so long to finish this series. So yes, hopefully I'll listen to that. And then I picked this up as soon as I got it, The Green Witch, Your Complete Guide to the Natural Magic of Herbs, Flowers, Essential Oils and More by Murphy-Hiscock. I am on page 31, chapter 2, Embrace Your Own Power. I'm really enjoying this. I love The Green Witch and I just love that it's just like like very do-it-your-own. You don't have to follow strict rules, and it's not really a religion but a way of living. So I think I'm gonna actually read a little bit more of this now on my little break because I'm craving something to read. But yeah, those are the 4 books that I'm hopefully gonna make a dent in this week. If not, you'll see them in next week's reading vlog. But yeah, I'm super excited to be doing these week by week reading vlogs because it's gonna be a lot of fun. But what I've been doing is revision, so nothing interesting to catch you guys up on. So I'll see you in my next update. So guys, I didn't vlog anything on Tuesday, so it is Wednesday, it's around 12 p.m. Still haven't had lunch, still haven't had breakfast because I could not fall asleep for the life of me. So I ended up eating like a sandwich around 2 a.m. It was horrible. I just hate the hot weather. I can't sleep and I just feel so hot and gross, and yeah, it's not for me. I don't mind the hot weather when it's like in a hot climate, but here it's just humid. Don't like it. But reading update. Today I finished The Green Witch by Murphy-Hiscock and I gave it 5 out of 5 stars. I just really liked it. Gave me everything I expected it to give me, and I love that I can reference back to it, and I really love Green Witch Path. So I thought this was the Green Wiccan Path, but it's not. It's just the Green Witch Path, which basically, if you don't know the difference between witch and Wicca, I didn't know this until I read this book. It's basically, Wicca is kind of like a structured religious thing, whereas witch is just like something you incorporate into your life and there's no structure. You don't have to follow a specific guide. There's no like rules and stuff like that. So I really like that. I love that it told you how you can create your own garden even if you live in like an urban area or you have an apartment and you just have a balcony. So yeah, I really liked it. Gave it 5 out of 5 stars. Everything I expected, as I said. I don't know what I'm gonna read next though, so we'll see about that. But yes, also yesterday on Tuesday was my last exam. It went so much better than the first one. I only have 2 exams each semester, well, for this year anyway, because I just had 2 modules out of the 3 that had exams. The other one was just a coursework based exam. No, not exam, coursework based course. So what else was I gonna say? Yeah, I had an exam, then I came home. I was pretty much happy and I thought I would read to celebrate, but I couldn't focus because something else exciting happened in the afternoon on Tuesday, which I'll tell you in a minute. You probably guys know if you follow me on Instagram. But yeah, I ended up watching the Great British Bake Off, which I think I'm gonna do next after I finish filming this update. But the exciting thing that happened, let me show you. Look guys. We got Kittens. So the black one, he has like little patches as well. He is a boy, I think, and I named him Charlie. So his full name is actually Charles, but if he ends up being a girl, because me and my dad are a bit confused, then he's gonna be a Charlotte. But yeah, Charlie. And then this cute little tabby one is Tessa. Yes, I did name her after Tessa Gray from The Infernal Devices, one of my all-time favorite female heroines. I just love her. And yeah, her full name is Teresa, and they're so cute. They are brother and sister. They're from the same mother, and we picked them up yesterday. They're kind of like my birthday present, because if you didn't know, my 19th birthday is on the 19th of May. That's super exciting. But yeah, look how cute they are. I could just stare at them all day. They're so playful, but they sleep so much. I literally thought that I would get no sleep because of them, but they were angels. They slept with me on my bed. They're just the most adorable kitties, and I'm so happy and thankful that I have them in my life because they make me so happy, so happy. But yeah, I'll probably film some clips of me like watching the Great British Bake Off, eating my breakfast finally. I don't know what I'm gonna make. Actually, I lied. I had a Brazil nut a minute ago, but that's it. So yeah, I need to go eat something, and then I think I'm gonna do my nails because I've been so stressed. My nails start breaking themselves, I think, because my immune system gets weak. I also have been feeling a bit sick and just can't sleep, so see you in a mo. So guys, it's Thursday, like just gone past 11, so 11:05 I think. I came home from my driving lesson because if you didn't know, I'm still taking driving lessons. It's taken a bit longer than the usual pupil for me to become like perfect at everything with driving, but my driving instructor said that's okay. Everyone takes their time, and I can feel it myself that I wouldn't be ready if he told me to go and book a driving test right now, because yeah, I'm not ready. It takes me time to perfect everything and to pass everything. That's why I do so much revision and still get like decent grades, because some people sometimes are surprised. They're like, oh, you only got that, but you do so much revision and stuff like that. Well, I'm a bit slow, so that's that. But usually before my driving lessons, I just have breakfast. I don't have coffee. So we got coffee over there, water, and I'm gonna read some more of Witch Hunter. I did end up reading a fair amount, not sure how many pages because I don't remember how many pages I was in when I started reading yesterday, but I'm on chapter 13. Loving this book. It's so fast paced. I wanted to read more yesterday, but I ended up going to bed like 9:30 because I was exhausted because the night before I didn't get any sleep, and this night's sleep wasn't the best as well because there was a storm, I think, because there was a strong wind and it kept blowing my what is it called? I don't know, that thing that you put in your window to block out the light. What is it? A blind. There we go. Oh my god, I'm so slow today. But yeah, and also my little kittens, they were running all over me. They barely slept at night, my mom told me, because she couldn't sleep. They were just running around the whole apartment. They were jumping up and down on me, especially Charlie. They're sleeping in front of me, so that's why I'm looking like there. I'll show you them in a minute. But I also ended up yesterday starting listening to Shadows of Self, and damn, I flew through it. I did end up getting to part 2, chapter 5, and then I started listening to chapter 5 this morning, but I didn't get to finish it, so I'll try and do that today as well, and maybe try and get through half of this. My plan is to also get more than halfway through this because I really want to finish it tomorrow, and then I'll have the weekend to finish off this. But either way, I'm happy to finish either of these books. I also still need to write the review for Green Witch, which is going to be short anyway because I don't write long reviews for non-fiction books. But yeah, that's my plan. We are also watching the Eurovision, so we are one of those families, probably because we are European, watching the Eurovision. It's just something we do as a family. It's a lot of fun. Even my brother does it and he doesn't even like it because he always makes fun of all the songs. But you know, sometimes we find really good songs, not songs that I would listen to on a day-to-day basis, but still gotta support our countries. Also, as it's Thursday, it's the second semi-final, so Poland are gonna be singing. Not sure what song though. Mom said it was boring, but we'll see. I have some favorites, but they probably won't win because never have my favorites won. But let me show you the kittens, what they're doing right now. So look, they're there. That's Charlie, I think I told you already, and that Tessa. Apparently they were running around like crazy when I was out, and now they're just asleep. Hopefully they'll stay asleep for a while because they have so much energy, really. So hopefully I'll read some more, update you soon. So guess what, guys, I ended up finishing Witch Hunter by Virginia Boecker on Saturday, so I'm so happy. But I still have to write my review for it, and I don't know what to rate it because I do see why this has such a low rating on Goodreads, and I understand why people don't like love it. And even though I loved it, I don't know, I feel like it's a little bit too of a simple fantasy for me, because I've been really loving like those very in-depth fantasy worlds and stories, whereas this one, it's more about like the characters and it's just like very simple to follow. So that's why it makes it so much easier to read it and why you read it so fast. Because I remember when I first read it, I read it in 2 days, but I don't know if to rate it 4 or 5 stars, because as I said, I still loved it, but just don't know. I think I'm gonna like wait a couple hours and then maybe decide either tonight or tomorrow, so we'll see. But hopefully the next book I end up finishing is Shadows of Self by Brandon Sanderson, because I really want to finish another book this week and then pick up something new, but we'll see. So guys, it is at the end of my first weekly reading vlog that I'm going to be doing back to back. Hope you guys enjoyed. I did kind of film more, but I'm not going to include it in the vlog because it was just terrible footage. But to summarize my reading for you guys, I ended up finishing 4 books this week. week, so that's even better than last week. Also, I'm going to be taking sips of tea because today, well, yesterday, me and my friends celebrated my birthday, so we went out and I got some presents from them. So nice of them, so thank you guys if you're watching. But one of my friends gave me like a box of vegan chocolate and I had a lot of that, so now I kind of feel sick. So I'm having some tea, but next week there's going to be some exciting news. Well, for me anyway, because yeah, I'm going on like something, not a trip or anything, but something. I like setting myself goals for the week, so I'm gonna have a goal for next week and it's gonna be kind of difficult because I've got in a bad habit, but let's not talk about that. Let's just talk about the books I have completed this week. So the first book I completed was The Green Witch by Murphy-Hiscock, which I believe I gave a 5 out of 5 stars to. Really enjoyed it, gave me everything I needed. Really loved learning what the Green Witch path was about, that it's a lifestyle, not a religion or like a cult or something. And as you can see, tabbed it, so I'm going to be referencing back to it. Definitely recommend if you're interested in this type of topic. Then, as you saw on Saturday, I ended up finishing Witch Hunter by Virginia Boecker, which I gave 4.5 out of 5 stars, I believe. Still really enjoyed it, but as I mentioned before, I feel like it's a little bit of a too simplistic fantasy novel for me because I've been so addicted and so used to fantasy books that are like so political and the world is so well developed and so dense, and I just don't know, like I loved the characters, I loved the plot and the story, the magic system and everything else, but I feel like it was just too simplistic. It was kind of like a typical YA. Still loved it because I'm still not sure if I'm going to give it 4.5 or 4 out of 5 stars, but if I already put up the review for it, I'll leave a link to it down below. But yeah, don't know, it's really difficult when you love a book, or you used to love a book and then you reread it and then you're like, I still love it, but do I love it as much as I loved it when I first read it? I just don't know. Really confused. But yeah, I finished this. Then I ended up picking up a book that took me like 2 hours, 3 hours to read. I ended up picking it up after I finished Witch Hunter, and it is Tarot by Kim Arnold. I actually picked up some books in the Hay House Basics series. I don't know what to call it because it's not a series, but each book is by a different author on a different topic. You'll see more of the books I picked up this month in my May book haul, but I just picked this up because I'm really interested in tarot cards. I will probably have a review up already, so I'll leave a link to that down below. But I love tarot cards, I love reading tarot cards. Not an expert on it because I only recently started. I think in one of my weekly reading vlogs I showed you unboxing my tarot cards. If you haven't seen that video, I'll show you my tarot cards now. So I didn't get the tarot cards that are mentioned in this book, which is the ones that nearly everyone has, the Rider-Waite tarot deck, but I picked up the Dreams of Gaia tarot deck by Ravian Fallon, and I absolutely love them. If you type this name into Google, you can see the tarot cards. They are stunning. So I ended up giving this book a 4 out of 5 stars because even though I really enjoyed the information, when she went into depth about the cards in Major Arcana and Minor Arcana, I don't have all the cards that she has because my cards differ because they are a different deck, but I still really enjoyed this. I really loved these spreads that she mentioned in the end, like the different interpretations. She kind of said that you don't really need to be a psychic to do tarot cards, you just need to be good at following your intuition. So I really love it when people mention your intuition because I'm a very highly intuitive person. So yes, I really enjoyed this. 4 out of 5 stars. And then the last book I ended up finishing today, I listened to as an audiobook, but I'm so glad I did because I absolutely love this series. I love this author and I just cannot wait because I have one more book left and then I'm finished with the Mistborn series. I read Shadows of Self by Brandon Sanderson. This is the 5th book in the Mistborn series, or the 2nd book in the 2nd half of the Mistborn series because it's split into 2 halves. Oh my god, this one was even better than the Aloe of Law because Kandras, I think that's how you pronounce the species name, are back and I absolutely love them. Tinsu, let me just see see if I got the name right. Tensu. I loved him. Him and Vin's relationship, oh my god, kill me now because it's amazing. And I've met one of my favorite characters now, which is Milan. She is great. I just love all the characters, even the bad ones, and I just love this story. It's so fast paced. What I love about it is because the first 3 books were so heavily politically based, and it was like proper intense epic high fantasy, whereas the second half of the series is more like criminal thriller vibes, which if you don't know, I love that genre. I don't read enough of it, as I always say on my channel, I feel like, when I talk about that genre, but this series just gives me all the feels. As I said with the Alloy of Law, I feel like this is the perfect genre for me because fantasy, crime and thriller, suspense, wow. And the ending, I'm so blown away. It's just like, what's gonna happen in the next book? I have no idea. And the ending, oh my god. I marked just one quote that stood out to me, and I don't think it's a spoiler, so I'll read it to you. So I even highlighted it because I love highlighting in my books. But it says, "We work and die so we can give it all up to the same people. They own the buildings we live in. Ain't that the scam? Work for them all day, then give it all back at night for the privilege of being able to survive another day to keep working." I feel like we are back where we started with this series. Like, I just don't understand. Humans have the ability to rebuild and reshape their lives, but they always go back to like having someone ruling over them, and then there's like the underprivileged. I just don't understand. It's like, so I don't know, Brandon Sanderson just makes parallels to our world, and it just intrigues me. And there was a lot of law and politics in this one. As a law student, I really enjoyed that, so I gave it 5 out of 5 stars if I haven't mentioned. And the ending, literally the last sentence, I don't want to read it, but I had tears in my eyes because Wax, my poor Wax, he is like, I feel so bad for him. But yeah, 5 out of 5 stars from me. So usually I think at the end of my reading vlogs I show you what I'm planning on reading next, and right now I only have 2 books, but I don't think I'm going to start anything today because I just want to relax and finish editing this vlog, so it's up for tomorrow, or maybe I'll even upload it today, who knows. But yeah, I think I'm either going to pick up Siege and Storm by Leigh Bardugo, or just give myself a break on Monday from reading, don't know. And then on Tuesday, War Storm by Victoria Aveyard is coming out, so super excited about that. I'm just so excited that the Red Queen series is coming to an end. I'm sad but excited. It's just gonna be great. I loved the ending of King's Cage so much because I just love it when authors do something unexpected and something that you don't usually want them to do, but I kind of wanted it because it just made sense. Do you know what I mean? Like, I just don't know. Plus, as I'm doing weekly reading vlogs, I will probably film me going to the Victoria Aveyard signing, which is on the 6th of June. So that's super exciting. I'm gonna meet one of my Bookstagram friends, so if she wants to be on camera, might vlog that. I'll definitely vlog seeing Victoria Aveyard, so if you haven't seen her, you can see her on my vlog, hopefully. Fingers crossed, because yeah. But yeah, I'll see you next week in my next weekly reading vlog. Hope you guys enjoyed this one, and bye!